Here at Agra is Hereford Manager Josh Gowling. Josh, 1-1. Fair result, do you think?
Yeah, I thought they took the first half. I thought we didn't. I thought we were a bit slow coming out of the blocks really first half, and they took control. But then, we had a chat in half time and we changed the shape, and it seemed to give us a lift. Obviously, going to up top and get Miles running in behind. So, but what I would say is, I'm really proud of the boys today, because I think that's the first time we've come from behind after the 8 weeks we've had. We've had a tough 8 weeks. We've had the emotional highs and lows of the FA Cup. We've had 12 injuries. We've had games off and on all the time. We've had a 3-week break for the game Boxing Day, and to come here today and put in that performance second half, to get a result was really pleasing for me. So yeah, happy.
You made the changes at the break, brought Miles' story on. That seemed to be the impetus to get you going, because he was the catalyst that seemed to change the game.
Yeah, I mean, we looked at it. We weren't playing a lot of football first half, so we wanted to get the ball down and play. We just didn't do it. So at the end of the day, it's like, well, if you're not going to do that, then at least if we can have someone who can stretch the lines, if we're going to go direct, then we've got someone who can run in behind. And that afforded us then, when we did that a few times, to get on the ball and actually play. So yeah, really pleased. He made a massive impact as soon as he come on. Obviously unfortunate to lose Aaron again with an injury, but then Ty's come on and Jeffro's come on there as well. And Levy's come back and got his first goal. I think Kane tried his best to miss it, and then let Levy come in behind it and finish it off. So no, just a really pleasing performance. Hey, you want a 10-game unbeaten run, you come here, you take a point. So with the performances we've had of late and not picking up points, it's nice to come here and put in a performance like that.
So do you think with that performance there's certainly things to build on going into the rest of January?
Yeah, 100%. Look, we're a young bunch. Like I said, we've been through a lot over the last 8 weeks, and we're slowly getting everyone back. Lordy's played a good part today, good old 60 minutes. You can see he's still a bit leggy. He's been out for a long time, so it's good to get some bodies back in. And now what we need to do is use that as a catalyst to kick on and go from strength to strength.
Speaking of immediate impact, you brought Levy Ando in for today, and he scored as well. So perfect opportunity for him.
I do know what I do. I do know what things sometimes. So no, Levy's been in last week training. I think he'd been at Hereford for a bit, and he's probably lost his way. I know he's been at Buxton. I think he's been at Buxton this year as well. So for Levy, it's like last chance saloon. So the way he trained this week, he had a bit between his teeth. He really wanted to impress and be here. So he's coming to them scoring a goal. You can't mark a debut better than that.
Then after this, you've got Leamington, then you've got Farsley, then you've got Gloucester. So you've got those 3 games in a week. So the games come thick and fast now. But you're sounds like you're really positive going into those games.
Yeah, I think we've got 8 games. We've got 8 games in January. So we want the games. If you look at the run we went on, we played Darlow, Kings Lynn and Chorley, and we put in some really good performances, and then we didn't play for 3 weeks. So what we want is a bit of momentum, a bit of consistency with games, so we can get that consistency. So hopefully we can go now and with those games coming up, go from strength to strength.
What was the most pleasing thing for you today?
I think just the comeback. I think the performance we put in first half, we were solid and organised, but they didn't create much. I know the chance at the end that Dino saves, but apart from that, they didn't create much. But I just didn't like the way we just didn't have enough of the football. So to come in at half time, speak to them, the lads were disappointed, frustrated at half time, and for them, especially these young lads, to roll their sleeves up and go, you know what, we're going to change it, turn things around, and take the game to them. And I thought we could have won it in the end. So I think that was probably the most pleasing thing for me.
Funny, you mentioned Dino there, and you had Dale in on Boxing Day. What was the thing behind bringing Dino in today?
Experience. You look at what we've not had in the team, and it's the same with bringing Lordy back in. We just need that experience back. We missed Skip obviously, so having Lordy back in is a massive plus for us. And Dino in goal, who talks and organises, and he's been there, seen it, done it. Sometimes you just need that little bit of experience and that little bit of grit to get you over the line. And I did that today.
That's great. Thanks for your time.
Cheers. Thank you. We're good.
No doubt, I've heard the 1 or 2 chants from the away end today.
Yep.
How do you react to that?
I don't. I just carry on my job. I've got a job to do, and just pick a point and move us up the table. Now, look, pressure is privilege. I think when I took over this football club, we were in no way near a position we are now. The club's financially better off. When we put in performances over a period of time now, that's not acceptable, and the fans are not happy with it. And that's because over the last couple of years we've put in performances that has raised the bar at the football club. So I understand when you go, you lose, you have 5 games without a win, fans aren't going to be happy. We've been on worse runs than this, by the way. Last year we were 10 games, and the year before that was the same. So we've been on worse runs, and that's fine. It's my job now to build that trust back. And if they feel like they haven't got a trust with me at the moment, that's fine. I've got no problem. I've got big shoulders, and we'll carry on and push forward and work hard. And we've worked hard this week. the players have had a big smile on their face with what's been going on the last 8 weeks, and they've come in, they've trained hard every day. I've worked hard. You know, I love this football club, and I'll do everything I can to make sure we get where we need to go. And you know, we will be better than we were last year. We'll finish higher than we were last year. So if they're not going to stick with us for now, that's fine. But we'll keep going, and we'll go from strength to strength and prove some people wrong.
Do you find it at all frustrating when you see that, but you can also see that, because you can see that the lads are playing for you out there, the lads are trying, without perhaps having quite the cutting edge that you like at the moment. Does it frustrate you at all when you hear that?
No, because it's about confidence, isn't it? You know, at the end of the day with the lads, the cutting edge bit is about confidence. When you're flying high and you're doing well, you score goals, everything comes off. You know, you look at them today, some of their tackles, the little ricochets they got away with in it, and they come out with the ball, and that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But no, look, it is what it is. I know how football fans are. You know, they especially our fans, they want the best. They want to win games, and when you don't win games, they're not happy, and they'll let you know. And that's the pressure of being at a football club like Hereford, and the lads have to understand that. I understand it, and you know, I'll take it on my back, and I'll ignore it, and I'll push people on, and I'll do the right things to make sure we get points and win games of football.
How worried are you about the goal scoring at the minute? Because aside from the County Cup, I think it's 6 goals in 10 games outside the Herefordshire competitions. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I mean, it coincides with, you know, if you look at leading up to the FA Cup game, before the FA Cup, we were free scoring, playing well up there, and then all of a sudden we have the FA Cup game, then we have loads of injuries, and we just lose our fluidity and our momentum a little bit. And I think that's coincided with us not scoring goals. And then obviously that coincides with a bit of confidence, and people want to commit to getting the box and all that stuff. So, yeah, look, we'll look at it. We obviously do look at it. I mean, Aaron up top today gives you an outlet. He occupies centre half so we can get people around it, but we need to get more bodies in the box, that's for sure, because there's been times today when we've got good areas where we've not quite got in there.
Is that the confidence thing as well?
Oh, I think it is. I think, you know, when you know, you look at the kiddie game at Boxing Day, we just didn't play enough football. So if you don't play enough football, when you're going direct, you just can't get bodies in the box because the ball's going back to front quickly. So by the time it's wide and we're crossing it, we just can't get from A to B. So I thought we got more bodies in the box today than we did Boxing Day, but we've just got to play more football and get on the ball more to then be able just to naturally transition up the pitch so we can then get in the box. But it'll come, I've got no doubt about it. We scored more goals than we did last year, so that's for sure. Yes, we've had a dip. You know, we had a dip at the start of last year. We haven't had a dip yet. We've been probably a bit up and down a little bit, but not a proper dip. This is our dip at the moment, so we'll come through it and we'll go from strength to strength. Cheers, thank you.
Just one point on that. When we have they have a corner, Kitty had a corner day, you don't leave anybody up front at all.
Yep.
Doesn't that stop an outlet?
No, because if you look at stats, the more people in the box, less goals. So that's why we do it. So, and if you look at our set plays so last year we had quite a small team, didn't we? And we went for a period of conceding quite a lot of goals. So we had to change something. So we went to the way we kind of mark now from set plays, and we've conceded since I think it was halfway through last season to now about 5 goals from set plays. So it's working. Do you know what I mean? So from my point of view, set play, especially at this level, is everything, isn't it? So for us, if we can stop those, then happy days, and that's what we're trying to do. And that's the reason why we bring everyone back.
It just looks sometimes that we'd say 1 or 2 of the smaller players, but they can't do too much around the box. One left out, takes 2 of their defenders.
Yeah, but obviously, like I said, there's more goals scored when there's less people in the box. I know it sounds weird, it does a little bit, I know. But from set plays, the more bodies you can get in and around the box, the less opportunities there is for goals for us. Obviously, look, we've looked at it. I've just made it up, I swear. So that's the reason why. But what the problem is, because we have a zone, if you don't have everybody back, there's going to be 2 or 3 people spare in the box. So we have to have everyone back. So that's why we do it. Cheers, thank you.